Oh man, it's been a long time. Let's see if I still remember how to make a wooden pickaxe. Oh, thank God. Okay, I do. And this is how my day starts. Every single day, I wake up in this same room waiting for one thing, for these gates to open, because when these gates open, I get my chance to escape. For my entire life, I've been trapped inside this arena, which I call the grid. The grid is a giant box filled with 9 squares, and the entire time I've been trapped in here, the only goal has been to get to the other side. It's not as easy as it sounds though, because if you step into the wrong square, you might die. Fortunately, I've been here long enough to know what to do. I have 3 choices. I could either go to the left square, the middle, or the right. I never start off by going to the right, so today, I'm going towards the middle square. This is when I wait for the first object to fall. That's the game. Luckily, the first object that fell was in the top left corner. This was a wooden cube, so based on the patterns, I'm predicting one of 2 things is gonna happen. Option A, I stay in the middle, and the pattern that forms is a giant wood box. I should be safe in the middle, but the way out will be blocked. Option B, sticks might fall in the exact square where I'm standing. From there, I'll have to improvise the way out. The thing about sticks is that they always fall diagonally. If you stand in the middle of the square, you'll be crushed. I decided that option B is more likely, so I decided to stand at the edge of the square. Luckily, I made the right choice and a stick dropped right in front of me. The only downside about sticks is that they block 2 of the 4 paths, so now I only have 2 ways to go. I slowly went towards the other stick that was dropped behind me. That's when I saw the exit and it was open, but just as I started to run for it, the objects disappeared, and when I got to the gate, it was too late. The gate was already closed. That's the other problem. There's only a split second when the gate opens, and if you miss it, the day resets. But what's important is I'm still alive. The thing is, I wasn't always alone in here. I had someone else who was stuck in here with me. Him and I would switch off days when we would go into the grid. That day was supposed to be my day to run, but he insisted that he wanted to go again.
Don't worry, I'm just playing it safe. If I see something weird though, I'll come right back.
That day made me realize that no one knows the patterns of the grid. When the first object fell, we thought it was a pattern we knew all too well. But just when we thought we could predict the patterns perfectly,
I'll be safe here in the middle.
the grid outsmarted us. Alright, let me get another furnace for all this iron. Wait, why is my furnace crafting? Oh shoot, I placed a piece of cobblestone in the middle. Whoops. That day made me realize that anything in the grid is unpredictable. We promised each other we would get out of here, so I owe it to my friend to keep on going. This time, I decided to go to the left. Let's see, I can make a bed with any kind of wood, right? Yeah, this works. I waited in the top left corner for the first object to fall. This time, a wood cube dropped in the bottom left corner. This was strange. Usually objects start falling on the right side of the grid, but this time, wood cubes filled up the entire bottom row of the grid. Aw man, I really wish I could make a green bed. White beds are kinda ugly. This could be the time I escaped. I started running towards the exit, but luckily enough, I saw the trap before I got crushed. The wool cubes came in so fast, I wouldn't have had time to react. If I had gone for the escape, I would have died. Oh, okay, this is such a terrible house. I guess it will work for a starter house. Alright, let's just get some doors on it and call it a day. This is it. This time, I was getting out for good. Let's see, wooden doors are made like this, right? Isn't it 6 of them? This time, I decided I was gonna go with my usual path, the left square. But then, something unexpected happened. What? This never happens. I panicked and backed up into the corner, but that was a huge mistake. I just barely missed getting crushed by a wood cube, and now I was trapped. I had nowhere else to go but further into the grid. It seemed like the blocks were following me, but I thought it might have just been the wooden box starting from the top left instead of the right. But when I backed up, the blocks were still coming towards me. I had never trained for a pattern like this, but I realized I was almost at the exit. I ran towards the gate, but there was still the problem of the gate not being open. I sat there hoping I wouldn't be crushed, but then all of them disappeared. I quickly turned around to the gate, and I managed to get through just as I heard the gate close behind me. I had finally escaped the grid, but now I was in another room just like the room I had always been in, and then the wall closed in. What's happening? Am I stuck in here? Alright, starter house done, and everyone knows the furnace goes next to the crafting table, right? Alright, place that there, and let's get one more piece. Of course, I only have 3 stone. Alright, no worries, I'll just smelt one more piece, and I don't have any coal. Okay, I guess I'll just use a stick. And there we go, problem solved. This is the best time of the day. When these gates open up, this is when I get my chance to escape. After being stuck in the grid, I'm now in a new prison, one that I call the pit. Inside the pit, there's only one goal, and that's to get to the bottom. But here's the catch. The pit runs off of a fuel source, and if I jump down to the bottom at the wrong time, it's game over. And of course, that's just the bottom of the pit. To actually get to the bottom of the pit, you have to solve the puzzle first. Fortunately for me, this was the cobblestone puzzle. Out of all the puzzles, this is by far the easiest. All it is a little parkour and you're at the bottom. After I got through it, I went over to the ledge and checked the fuel source. This time, it was a stick.
Yeah, if it's a stick, don't go for it. Sticks are the fastest fuel. You'll never make it.
Siwat was right. Within a second, the lava shot to the top. If I had jumped and went for the escape, I would have been a goner.
Don't give up hope. One day the infinite fuel source will show up. I just know it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The guy I'm stuck with has been here much longer than I have, and he always tells me the story of the infinite fuel source. He says he went into the pit one time when there was a fuel that lasted forever, but he could never get to the bottom because he was caught in a stack. Ooh, let's go. I'm just gonna jack one of these villager furnaces. Oh, I don't have any coal. Oh, wait. No, I can just use a lava bucket, right? Doesn't that smelt like so many items? I think it smelts 100 items, right? So it should be good for a stack of cobblestone. Every time he completed the puzzle, the pit would send him back to the start. And by the time he escaped for good, the infinite fuel source was gone. There we go. Finally getting some windows on this house. All right, let's see. Gotta smelt some more sand. And thank you, I have enough coal. That's a first. He keeps saying that one day it'll come back, and we'll both be able to escape when it does. Siwat's an expert at prisons. He's been here much longer than I have, and most of the prisons he gets through with ease.
Alright, let's see. Just a classic sand puzzle? Nothing I haven't handled before.
Each day, we switch off who goes into the pit. Every time we get to the bottom, we let each other know the fuel source that's in the pit. But this day was different.
There's still time left. I think I can actually escape.
It's all good. We just gotta be patient. But then, Siwat jumped to the bottom.
This is it. I'm getting out of here.
What are you doing? You said we would escape together with the infinite fuel.
You're a fool. You actually believed that story? There's no such thing as an infinite fuel source. I made it up.
What? Yeah, I think a window would look pretty good right there. All right, let me get some glass. Wait, how did all of it not smelt? I thought it smelt 9 items. All right, put that back in there and we should be good.
I'll be the only one to have ever escaped the pit.
And just like that, I was all alone in the pit. I was gonna have to find a way to escape myself. There were times I ran into puzzles I've never seen before. I need some food. All right, what do I have in here? Are you serious? I only have 1 raw chicken? Bro, how do I have no food? Wait, can't you smelt kelp and eat it? I think you can. All right, well, I'll just throw this into here, I guess. The kelp forest was the first ever water puzzle I had to solve. I almost drowned trying to escape. When I got to the bottom, there was still time left to jump, but it didn't matter. The pit reset before I could jump. And then there were just some weird ones that I had to get through. Why are there so many chickens? Oh, I'm out of kelp. All right, I'll get it over with and just cook this piece of raw chicken. But then, a puzzle I've never experienced before spawned, and it changed the game. A wet sponge. Let's see. Wikipedia says I gotta put it in a furnace with a bucket at the bottom, and then I should get a dry sponge, right? All right, seems like it's working. This puzzle was the most difficult one yet, and just when I was about to drown, I escaped with half a heart. But things changed when I went to check the fuel source. I saw something that I've never seen before. Instead of a stick or a piece of coal, the fuel source was a bucket of lava. I thought the pit was about to reset like it usually does, but the lava stayed, and I was still on the edge. Was this the infinite fuel source? I thought that was made up. I waited for hours for the lava to drop, but nothing happened until it finally moved. I waited an entire day, and soon enough, the platform was exposed. I knew this was my chance. I jumped down to the bottom. This was it. Now that I was on the platform, there was no turning back. I was gonna have to hope that these doors would open for me. If this worked, this would mean I escaped the pit for good. I ran over to the doors, and to my surprise, they opened, and I dashed through the hallway, and I was officially out of the pit. Just like the time when I escaped the grid, I was back in another room. I escaped the grid. I escaped the pit. So what happens now? Let's see, it's 2 diamonds right here. Yeah, there we go. All right, now I can finally enchant some stuff. Let's go. Okay, now that I finally got an enchanting table, I can enchant this pickaxe. Let's see, I put this into there with lapis and efficiency 1. There we go. This place was different. It wasn't like the grid or the pit I had already escaped. This time, I could go through the doors anytime I wanted, but there was nothing to do. The room had nothing, but 3 more sets of doors that led to nothing. All that was behind the doors were just walls. I waited in this room for hours, and nothing happened, until finally, a blue light lit up over one of the doorways.
Okay, looks like you'll be going through door number 1 today, and the enchantment is efficiency.
What is this? What's through the door?
Nah, it's easy. Just get to the other side and you'll be fine.
When I opened the doors, instead of a wall being there, somehow a long hallway just appeared.
Just get it done quickly, bro. This one's easy. Just mine to the other side.
The guy said all I had to do was dig to the other side. I tried going on top of the blocks, but something was blocking me. I mined for a while without finding the exit, but then something happened. What? Alright, efficiency what? Wait, why did I get unbreaking? I swear it just told me I would get efficiency 1. Bro, I gotta enchant another one. Please give me efficiency. What happened? How did I die?
Bro, I told you you had to do it fast. Now this guy got unbreaking. Alright, just do it again faster, please.
This time, I managed to get to the other side. And when I got there, I saw a staircase that led up to 2 portal blocks. And when I walked over them, I got teleported back to the same room.
Oh, thank God you did it right. Alright, you're done for now.
What's going on? Is that not the way out? Why didn't I escape?
Yeah, there's no leaving this place, bro. You work here as an enchanter. We're short on workers these days.
How is all of this possible? Oh, let's go. This one actually gave me efficiency. Alright, I got the pickaxe enchanted. Now I gotta enchant the diamond sword. Let's go. Alright, let's see. For the sword, I should want sharpness, right? Unbreaking? No, I don't want unbreaking. Wait, this one will give me sharpness. Alright, I guess I'll do the 3rd level. The next time I walked into the room, all 3 doors had lights over the doorways. What am I supposed to do now?
Alright, we back. Let's hope you do better on your 2nd day. Let's see what we got here. Unbreaking 1, no. Bane of Arthropods, no. Sharpness, there we go. You're going through these doors.
The next hallway I walked into was full of dripstone. It wasn't anything complicated. I just had to survive the damage until I got to the end. But once again, I got to the other side and got sent back right to the same room I was in before.
Good job, you got sharpness done first try. Honestly, I thought it would go way worse.
Hey, let's go. Sharpness 1. Alright, now the enchantment table's working. Alright, let's see. I'll enchant my chestplate, I think. I think that's the most important piece of armor. Let's see. I want protection, right? There we go. Protection 1. Should work. The next room I was in didn't treat me well, and I didn't exactly survive. This chestplate has Curse of Binding. Is that supposed to happen?
Please don't die again. I can't have Curse of Binding on the resume, bro.
It took me another try, but I finally got through the zombie horde hallway, only to be sent back again. I had a feeling the guy may have been telling the truth, and there truly was no escape. I'm pretty sure if I put another bookshelf right here, it should unlock a bunch of different enchantments. Let's see. I want something good on this diamond sword. Ooh, wait. Looting? Wait, I think that's a really good one. I'm gonna do that. What do I do here?
Bro, I wish I could have done this one. You just have to rob all them and you're good.
Just as I was about to rob the villagers, one of them stopped me and started telling me that there was a way out. He gave me a note and said the key to escaping this place was the Curse of Vanishing. He told me to wait for a doorway to open with 3 hallways. If I die in all of them, I should be able to escape. I thanked him for the help, and then I had to rob him. I need to fill this corner with bookshelves, and let's see if this did the trick. Alright, I'll just put the sword in here, and level 30, let's go, I got it. Alright, I'm just gonna see what this gives me. When I opened the doors this time, instead of being 1 hallway, there were 3. This is what the villager told me about. Now, all I had to do was die in all 3 before I get caught.
Make sure you get them done fast. We don't got all day.
I was gonna have to move quickly if I wanted to escape. The first hallway was the knockback hallway. The creepers were fake, so I couldn't use those to die, but there was an easy way out in this one. I just jumped in the lava. That was 1 out of 3.
Let's move it in there, come on.
The second hallway was for the fire aspect enchantment, but once again, this one was too easy. I just didn't use the fire resistant potion and jumped in the lava. Now this was the hard one. There wasn't enough space to quickly die from fall damage. I had to keep jumping on the dripstone to take small amounts of damage.
Hey, what's going on in there? What's taking you so long, bro? What? Wait, what?
With 1 heart left, I jumped.
Oh my god, bro. Now I gotta enchant all these by myself.
I woke up to see that I had escaped, but was back in the same style room as before. That must mean that there's more to come. No way, look at how crazy this sword is. Okay, if I want to put fire aspect 2 on this, I gotta use the anvil.